Hey, what's up guys, it's Ronaldo here. So this video is going to focus on another ill-informed EFF member of parliament that wants to justify the singing of the song Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer because, in her view, black people don't own land. So therefore, up until the time where our country shows land ownership that is in accordance with the demographics of this country, they won't rest and they will continue to sing this song. Let's have a listen.
We are quite worried about this song when it's chanted and what the messaging may be.
We're not worried, and we want to use this opportunity.
Of course, you won't be worried. You earn 1.4 million rand a year as a member of parliament for the EFF. You live a very comfortable life. I can see that you are in support of Palestine. So of course, I don't think that you have a basic grasp of what is actually happening in this country. The fact that you said you're not worried. All right, let's see what happens if a bunch of white people start singing "Kill the EFF." Cadres. I wonder what will happen then, because then things will get real very, very quickly. But okay, tell us more.
To call on the white South Africans who are owning hectares of land as the exclusion of our majority people.
Like, how many white people does she think own hectares and hectares of land? Like, out of 100%, how much I'm assuming she probably thinks that 90% of white people own hectares of land each. This misconception that every white person is wealthy, every white person is educated, every white person's got a retirement annuity. I mean, this is like the absurdity of it all, is that she can just so blatantly be racist about her perceptions of what white people are. It's insane.
To come to the party if they want to build a nation and want to contribute to honest nation building.
But isn't that being done through tax money? Like, isn't it the job of government to ensure that everybody gets uplifted? I mean, wasn't that the point of 1994 moving forward, to right the wrongs of the past? It's 31 years and the government has absolutely failed. But instead of blaming the majority black government, this individual, this member of parliament, Nqobile Mlongo, would rather judge white people and accuse white people of, failing to, I don't know what exactly, give land back that they are paying for every single month.
How do they feel when they own land at the exclusion of the majority of the people? They should be ashamed that land ownership of this country does not reflect the demographics of South Africa.
So let me understand this correctly. I believe that she truly thinks that white people just outright own land and that it's not bonded, meaning that they don't pay monthly to eventually own the property. I think if you had to go and check how many white South Africans have property that is bonded by a bank, you will find that the overwhelming majority of white South Africans pay their home loans every single month to eventually own the property. But yet, according to this EFF cadre over here, white people just seem to own land. And now she wants to have the demographics of the country to represent the land ownership of South Africa. I'm sorry, but if there is one white farmer that, let's say, owns 10,000 hectares for argument's sake, but the focus is to make food and to grow food in order to provide for the nation, I don't care what color that farmer is, as long as they're producing and as long as we are able to buy from him and not have empty shelves in the shopping malls and in the grocery stores, then I'm happy. But apparently this cadre over here would rather, just have a black individual there, irrespective of whether they'll be able to deliver or not.
So they should be ashamed. They should be the first ones to volunteer and come.
So we should be ashamed. Ashamed of what exactly? I'm so confused. Do you think that every white person in this country is a land thief? Do you think that every white person stole land? That's another massive misconception. Do you honestly believe that the banks will give a home loan on stolen property. No, of course, they would never do that. But, it's easy to just make claims, white people stole the land. White people have not given back the land. Well, let's have a quick look. Here's an article from 2024, 4th of December. Land expropriation, almost 90% of claimants choose money instead of property. Now, that is quite an eye-opener. Roughly 80,000 land claims have been lodged, with most successful claimants declining the rights to property in favor of a payout. The overwhelming majority of those who won land claims chose money over a title deed. So, the Ministry of Land Reform and Rural Development shed light on the number of land claims processed since 1998 and touched on the challenges facing the adjudication process. Now, here we go. Just over 1 in 10 chose land. And remember, this is, of course, due to the Restitution of Land Rights Act of 1994, as you can see right there, where the government has righted the wrongs of the past by offering individuals either land of similar quality and amount, or they can choose money. And the vast majority, as you can see here, of people chose money over land. So this EFF member of parliament is trying to speak on behalf of people that don't exist, because the majority of people that have been given the opportunity chooses the money over land. But hey, let's listen to how she degrades and belittles white people more.
And say to government, come government, here's our land we're offering. How does one family own thousands of hectares of land alone?
Where's, please provide the stats for that. And also, is this perhaps a family that is producing a lot of food, if this is true? And I love how white people should just give their land to government. I love that. So the fact that, I am paying every single month for the land that I own, but hey, government, take it and I'll continue to make the payments on it. This is how, delusional EFF individuals are. And she's a member of parliament. She is representing your interests. You are paying every month towards her salary.
And then they see our people living in squalor in the township, who are trapped as black people living in squalor in the townships.
But what is the government doing about that? What has the government done for the last 31 years? It's the government's responsibility to uplift people, not white people, the government's responsibility. So the majority of white people pay taxes, they do what they need to do, they don't get service delivery for the money that they pay. I don't understand why the onus is just on white people. Why don't you hold the government responsible for not, in the last 31 years, uplifting black people that were previously disadvantaged due to apartheid? Why don't you hold the government responsible for failing to uplift these individuals? Why is it white people's fault? I don't understand it. 31 years into our democracy, and you are still blaming white people and not the incompetent ANC government, who's had trillions upon trillions of rands to fix the wrongs of the past, but they have failed to do so.
We look like sardines stuck in a tin fish.
I'm pretty sure you aren't part of that. Earning 1.3 million rand a year, and after 5 years getting a pension payout of 1.5 million rand, and you want to tell me that stop talking cock.
There's no space where we're living, and they know that this land that they own was forcefully dispossessed and stolen from us. It's not like they bought the land. It was stolen. They are beneficiaries of stolen land. They are beneficiaries of apartheid regime.
Let's have a quick gander over here, right? How much land does the state own? 17 million hectares. State-owned land. 17 million hectares. This is the state audit of the land audit that was done. And as you can see here, the number is not there. I'm not lying. This is, you can go and do private land versus state land. You can just go and look for the land audit PDF document and you'll find it. So why does the government not make some of this land available for the previously disadvantaged? Why is it always the fault of white people? I don't understand it.
To this day, they want to enjoy the privileges they got through land disposition. They should be ashamed of themselves as white.
You hear that? All white people. All white people. You're all the same. You all benefited. Even if you were born after 1994, you still benefited. Yeah, this is like the quality of argument that you'll get out of an EFF member. You know, if your skin is just this color, then automatically you are a land thief, you're an oppressor, you are the worst thing to ever exist in South Africa.
White people that they really want to speak about nation building at the exclusion of our people. It cannot be, Clement, that we allow this thing to continue. So our people must continue to sing that song until attainment of the land, until they are rightfully participating in the economy of South Africa.
So sing Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer, to want to have nation building, according to her. So white people that apparently own all the land in South Africa and stole all the land in South Africa should give it back and be thankful when Kill the Boer, Kill the Farmer is being sung. We should appreciate that.
Until then, Clement, we must continue to sing the song. Those who feel threatened by it, they are threatened by equality. They are threatened if they want to act like Cinderella because the shoe fits, they must wear it. But there's no single farmer that has ever been killed when the EFF sang kill the poor and kill the farmer.
So she's saying that not a single farmer has been murdered through the EFF singing kill the Boer, kill the farmer. Can she provide evidence for that? Because you can provide evidence of people being murdered and brutally assaulted, and in some cases women brutally raped before being murdered on farms. But she is so confident that not one single farm murder has ever come because of them singing kill the Boer, kill the farmer. That's quite a bold claim to make. I mean, where did she get this evidence? Is it just feelings? Is she feeling that way, or is it factual?
Because our people understand it's a struggle song. It's not meant to target an individual or a race of people. It's meant to target a system, which is apartheid and exclusion of our people.
So kill the Boer, kill the farmer should not be taken like kill the Boer, kill the farmer. Instead, you should visualize when you sing that song that it is a system, so don't change the lyrics to kill the system, kill whatever. No. We should keep it, kill the Boer, kill the farmer. But hey, when we sing it to our 1.5 million voters, all of them know that we're talking about a system. I mean, in South Africa, the level of education is brilliant. Everybody understands innuendos. Everybody understands doublespeak. Everybody understands figurative and literal. They understand the differentiation between the two. So, oh wait, no, of course not. Because in South Africa, we've got a 30% pass rate. The vast majority of people are unemployed in this country. Poverty is a real issue. So, yeah, when you sing kill the Boer, kill the farmer, people take it literally because of the fact that the education system has failed so many people and so many people are desperate. And a lot of them will turn to violence and crime in order to ensure that they feed themselves and their families. And unfortunately, in 2025, in a country that has got 80 murders a day and a violent sexual crime taking place every few seconds, this member of parliament for the EFF is promoting singing of a song that is asking for people to be killed. And in that same interview, put every white person in under the same umbrella in saying that white people need to do this, white people need to do that. And this is allowed. I mean, apparently, you can stereotype, belittle, and insult white people and put them all under one umbrella and assume all of them are wealthy, all of them have got land, all of them have got a tertiary education, have cars, and are rich. This is, in 2025, what the perception is of the EFF of white people. And not once does the EFF blame the government for failing the poorest of the poor. No, it's always white people. It's always white people that's to blame. Even though white people contribute a massive amount to the fiscus through VAT payments and taxes that they pay. But apparently, no, more is expected. That house that you are bonded through and that you are paying for monthly, you need to give that to the government. And then maybe, according to the EFF, they'll stop singing about kill the boot, kill the farmer. But here's the thing. Even if you are one of the good whites, that give your land, what is stopping her from next week saying exactly the same thing about you as a white individual? And then when you go, hey, but I did give up the land, and then it's, whatever, you racist. That's the state of South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, where a member of parliament can say these things, get away with it, and not only get away with it, but get praised for saying it. That is the state of South Africa. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Please smash that like button. Please share this video far and wide. And if you enjoy my content and you'd like to support my channel, then please consider becoming a member. You can do so by clicking the join button below. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. Till later, cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I wear my massacre. I wear my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I wear my massacre.